QD-OLED. I've seen comments on forums and some comment sections on YouTube and so on about brightness and how this looks with sunlight coming in. Some people were a bit skeptical of the AR coating on this, saying it will probably add more glare and so on. But today's a sunny day and we've got some sunlight coming in. I've got the brightness and contrast settings calibrated on mine, so I am at 52 brightness and 66 contrast. I'm also in the creator mode, and that is then set to sRGB for the color space and gamma 2.4. I found that this replicates very closely, almost one for one, to my LG IPS, which was hardware calibrated with a i1 Display Pro. And I had that calibrated to 90 nits or 90 CDM2. This is the equivalent on these brightness settings at 100 nits. So this is what it looks like with window light, sunlight coming in at 100 nits. And if I just show up some windows, you can see whites. Well, you probably can't see from the video, but the whites look like paper. It is really nice on the eyes. In a dimly lit room at night time, it's not fatiguing or anything at all. The default brightness of, I think it was 70 or 75. I just found that way too bright. And yeah, that caused an issue. But everything, even when the sun is reflecting, things are easy to read. It's only when you get to the really extreme angles and direct lights are bouncing off, you can see where that will be an issue. But that's an issue on every screen anyway with a glossy panel. But otherwise, if you're just using, if the AR coating it's doing its job normally in normal use, then there's no issues whatsoever. There is a bit of a red hue where the AR coating does anti-glare or do its anti-glare task, but stuff is still readable. It's better to have it that way than not readable at all, which is what you typically get on a matte IPS panel or a matte VA panel, where everything's just diffused and you get more glare because of that diffusion, whereas on a glossy panel you don't have that trait. But yeah, everything is perfectly fine. Its brightness is fine as well. 100 nits is no issues at all. It's really easy on the eyes, and I've got no complaints with that whatsoever.